Well, happy morning, happy Thursday, happy 22nd of January. Holy crap, it's already the 22nd of January.
That is.
Guys, this is nuts. Have we realized just how far into the year we already are?
No.
This is an opportunity for us to go, wow.
I'm in denial.
But all right. Good morning. Good morning, Serena. Good morning, Liz. Good morning, Aaron. Good morning, Holly. Good morning, Mario. Good morning, Lisa. Good morning, Trey. Good morning, Rebecca.
Morning.
Good morning, Stefan. Or actually, Raluca. Good morning, Jess. Good morning, Fabi. Good morning, Jesus. Good morning, Dan. Good morning, Christina. Good morning, Angie. All right. It's 8:02. It's time for you. What are your wins, your celebrations? Let's say it all together. Something you're just dang proud of. Crickets. Nice.
I've got a buyer's and listing appointment tomorrow with one of my friends I worked with at Davis Boston. He hit me up on LinkedIn out of the
Nice.
blue, so I'm excited about that.
Bueller.
I have a
Hi.
listing appointment today and a, a half a listing appointment today. We kind of already finished it, but I'm walking through the house today. And someone from my sphere, they said they're finally ready to list. Been working with them for the past 4 or 5 months. But our listing appointment is next week, and they're ready to go live as soon as possible.
Love that. Love that. My win is that somebody got out of their comfort zone last night and sent me a message telling me how thankful they are for this environment and how much it's helped them grow. And I want to say to that person, if they're listening, thank you. I know it takes a lot for people to want to change and grow and lean in, and you did the work. So enjoy the growth, enjoy the forever change in your life. And to all of you, if you don't have a win, stop being so critical on yourselves. You have a win. You have something you're proud of, something you're just dang proud of. And I want to hear it. I want more wins.
I got a buyer under contract.
Yeah, you do.
For sale by owner one.
A for sale by owner, a difficult for sale by owner that's trying to use Chat GPT as their agent.
Mm,
The seller side is, anyways.
I
Don't do
hate
that.
that.
If you're
I
watching
hate
the
that.
YouTube and you're listening to this and you come across this video somehow and you watch this far in, do not use AI to represent you in a real estate transaction. That's stupid. All right.
My win is I got to speak with the managing agent out in Sierra Vista, and we had my business talk, and it was so encouraging speaking with Nicole. So if I stay on track, I can go above my goal. So that's my win, and I've been doing pretty good. So I gotta just stay on track. I'm
Did anyone else
encouraged.
hear her say, if I stay on track, and no one corrected her?
Oh, yeah, I will. I will.
Atta girl.
I will.
Hey,
Mhm.
speaking of that, Dan, I know you're not on
Chapter 4?
I know you're not on Team Integrity's team meeting, but I just want to express how much you have changed some of us because yesterday's team meeting, Trey changed his language to I will try to I will do.
Good. How we speak to ourselves is important. Self-scripting, guys, is one of the most important things you can do. How you talk to yourself is the most important. Self-talk. Everyone heard of that term? Self-talk, right? When you say, I'm no good at this, guess what? You're going to be no good at it. If you say, I will try, then you're giving yourself an out. Well, at least I tried. No. Jump off the cliff, build the parachute on the way down.
That's good. That makes me stronger already.
Believe in yourself. Borrowed confidence, right? Borrowed confidence just isn't in the activities that we do every day, it's in yourself. If you don't feel like you have what it takes, borrow from my confidence in you.
Okay.
Okay?
Mhm.
I got 2 new buyer appointments from my YouTube yesterday.
Awesome.
Wow.
Yeah. One of them is a referral. So I'll be sending that out.
Nice.
I have a win. I've been very consistent this month, holding myself more accountable, and it feels good to get stuff done and be productive. And I pulled a buyer consultation that I have today from a video that I did, just explaining the it was a buyer's myth of people thinking that they should be putting 20% down, which isn't the case. And just a quick little video, and I got a buyer out of it. So I'm pretty excited about that.
That's amazing. Way to go, Miss Becca.
What's that?
Said way to go.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. Yeah, feels good.
Another one is that I downloaded Rocket Money, and I've been really tracking my spending, like every penny, everything I send, whether it's like a Venmo or a transfer of money to something. So I'm really seeing where my money is going, and I need to stop eating out. So I'm learning my habits, learning to correct them early in the year.
Who was I talking to yesterday? I think it was Caitlin. We're talking about the progression of difficult, right? We go from an idea, like this is our goal, this is the lifestyle design that we want, moving it to a goal. Goals have plans and actions around them that require habits, right? You want to do something, either it's professional or if it's physical. I want to lose some weight, I want to get in better health, I want to, improve my mental stamina, whatever it is. You're going to have to do things that you don't normally do and force yourself into it. So that becomes discipline. Discipline becomes routine. Routine becomes automagic. When you start doing it every single day, doesn't it become part of your every single day?
Yes.
Right. Just like that, when you show up to this call every day at 8 a.m., I'm sure a few of you, especially you Californiaites, it was really tough to get up and be on this call the first couple of times. You're like 30 minutes in the morning, that's a long time. And now, does it seem like it's so long? Or do you see that we constantly run over because at the 29-minute mark, you're finally like, oh, I got time to speak. Well, we've created the pattern of showing up at a high level, being accountable to each other, and talking through things that are making you a better person. That's consistency in action. So when you want to change something like Fabi, you want to make sure your finances are in place, you run the habit of making every dollar accountable. And from there, it becomes the habit, becomes the discipline, becomes the routine, becomes the lifestyle. I love that for you guys. I want you all to live amazing lives, whatever that looks like for you. But it requires you to change who and then do. I'm going to change who I am, and I'm going to change what I do. Because you can't get to where you're going on the same path you came from. Every highway in the country has got some twists and turns to it. So does your roadway of success. So find something you want to do and be willing to do the hard work, knowing that we get stronger, it doesn't get easier. And I want you all to be super strong. Right, Jess? Super strong. All right. What situation, what deal, what gray zone in your business do you want to talk about today? I love it how I just zoomed in on Jess. That was fantastic.
Yeah, this auto zoom thing is weird.
I have a
disabled
question.
it.
Yes, Christina, what do you got?
What is everybody's strategy, tactic, habit, like whatever for their database, lead follow-up, that kind of thing?
Yeah.
For those that are actually like utilizing their database in there, like using it to run their day, is it already just so ingrained that like you're good to go, or
Team integrity. What does Jenny tell you?
Smart lists.
Smart list. Yeah, we use
Clear
FUB
your
though.
list, right? Christina, you're on FUB too, right? This
yeah?
follows you. Team integrity. What does Jenny tell you?
Follow your smart list.
And do what?
Start with your important and work your way down. So you go start with your important people
Clear
in your, clear that. Then you go to your quality and then you make contact with all them and you clear that. And you just keep going down your smart list.
Yep. Change their time frames and the stages accordingly.
Yep.
Well, the main thing there is your CRM should, I hate the word should, it really is a terrible word in our language. Your CRM deserves to be set up in a way that it tells you who you need to talk to every single day. And all you do is follow the plan. Clear your smart list. And I know you have FUB too, Christina. So go in there. If you haven't done so already, maybe just start with your DDD2, where you can search the people and then you can put them in smart lists, or you can add them to different smart lists. And then following the plan every day, clearing your box of people to talk to. Your nurtures, your hot prospects. Because if you're still running the standard FUB setup, you've got today's leads, active buyers, or leads daily, hot, nurture, quarterly.
Mhm.
And all you got to do is make sure that those are zeroed out every day.
Mine in Command, it just has me calling 10 people a day. 10 people a day, and I guess I put them on my note. I'll take notes and put them, if they're hot, I'll keep them in my notes. But I call those 10 people a day. And that's what I'm starting off with. That's what I got set up with.
So, but like team integrity people, what is it that keeps you on track with that? Is it just the team mindset? Like you've got the accountability there, you've got people checking in on you.
Business mindset.
You just do it so often that it becomes
Yeah.
ingrained in you. So as soon as I get off this call, that's exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to go on FUB. I'm going
Yep.
to see who I need to call, who I need to message, who I need to email, and I just run with it.
Yeah, it's just become like part of my day, pretty much.
Yeah.
Like, just
Yeah,
like
I think the same. It's been part of my routine now, and doesn't feel overwhelming to start anymore. Like I feel like it did before. Now that I've been doing it, it's just not a big deal to get done. So it's like, why aren't you gonna just get it taken care of? That's kind
Yep.
of how I look at it.
And the way I do it is like my calendar has been my best friend lately because it's just been so chaotic. After my morning meetings, because we go from this meeting into our team integrity meeting, and then right after that, I go into my follow-up. So it's all for follow-up in FUB. So FUB is currently pulled up on my other screen right now, and it plans out who I need to contact that day, and it's really nice. And I'll go through, make those contacts, and then I go through my appointments. But it's just second nature now. Because if you want to be like, you're going to be your worst enemy in success. So if you want to be successful and you want to, lead generate, well, you're the only one stopping you.
Yeah.
So that's one good thing about our team too, is each of us have our own goals for the week. So a lot of people do 100 contacts a week. I used to do 100, but I bumped mine up to 150. But it's just, FUB tells you who to call every day. And then when say like you already exhausted your today's list, then you start hitting up your sphere, you start hitting up your nurture, stuff like that.
Yep.
Is your list like internet-based leads or something?
That's everything.
Okay. Or team pawn leads or something?
it's everything. We have a team pawn lead, but they're not
Yeah,
great.
they're cold.
Yeah,
They're
super
cold.
super cold. But
Yeah, like 200 of them.
yeah, I still call them sometimes just to. I've never got anything from it, but I still call them.
So ask the same question that Christina asked. What would a solo agent do that's not on a team that has those tools?
I hired a effortless agent and she's doing all my marketing. She's email blasting every month. She's putting me out a newsletter and doing my email signature, which is very nice. And she set it up to where I have to call 10 people a day and keep up with that. And then I do my part to put them, as hot and keep working with them. And I go out and I door knock and hold open houses.
Good.
Audra, what would your business look like if you doubled that, if you did 20 people a day?
Sometimes I'll fall behind, but I think starting off like this, 10 a day is practical for me. Because sometimes if I fall behind, then I can do that 20, instead of if I do 20, then I fall behind and I have to do 40. That probably discouraged me, and I'm back in the same rut. So starting out, I think 10 a day until I can get very good at it, and then I'll build up.
There's
Christina,
another
is there
thing
something
too.
you feel like you're not doing? Like,
Huh?
Christina?
Oh, what'd you say, Lydia? Sorry.
Oh, no, you're okay. I just wanted to know if there was something you're feeling like you're not doing or if there was a reason behind that question.
Yeah, I'll be super vulnerable with you guys. I'm not doing a whole lot of anything. I got back to doing my open houses, right? So I'm doing more open houses. I've notoriously been, and Dan knows this, I'm sure it's the bane of his existence on our coaching calls sometimes. I don't use my database. I'm not good with follow-up. I'm like still, I want to call it like old school, like stubborn, bullheaded, where I'm like, it's in my phone and I have a million sticky notes on my desk and I have note paper and I don't have systematic processes in place. And that's worked for, the trouble is that it was successful for me, right? Rookie of the year, the first year, I did more deals last year than I did my first year. So you could say like, okay, it's successful, it's working, but it's not where I want to be or where I want to go. So obviously what I've been doing is not going, just like Dan said, that road's not going to take me to where I want to go. And I really struggle, and maybe it's because I'm a solo agent, I don't know, but with, especially lately, like the daily motivation to do what I'm supposed to do what I need to do. You know what I mean? It's like I can get out and do the open houses. I love to be out in front of people and chatting with people and having like boots on the ground conversations. But then when it comes to following up on that and having a system in place, it's hot garbage.
Sounds like me when I first started, when I was a solo agent.
Yeah.
What about
It's harder.
what about an accountability partner?
The difference is Christina's still crushing it.
But here's the big thing. Yes, accountability partner, but until it becomes a pain point where it's not where you don't want to live in that pain anymore, it won't change.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the problem here, and this is a problem that every successful people, my problem is clearly the English language. It's a problem that every successful person has is, why do I need to change? I'm successful. Right? Why do I need to use the CRM? Now, she knows on the surface, in a principle level, consciously knowing I could probably do more if I was following the system or model and being successful in doing so. However, the success has made her lazy, where I'm going to do what I want to do, not what I must do. If you guys remember the first of this year, what was our conversation about? 2026 is the season of doing
what makes us uncomfortable.
What makes us uncomfortable, right? I will no longer allow in my life that to which does not meet my standards, even if it's uncomfortable.
Gotta draw that line in the sand, Christina.
So here's the thing, right? Do we do it? Yeah. Do we do it consistently? Not yet. Right. Stop letting the comfort dictate what you do. Do the plan, right? I heard this yesterday. You guys have heard me talk about how real estate's like a recipe, or success is like a recipe. If you follow the recipe, you get to eat the cake. Pretty simple. If you follow the recipe, you get to eat the cake. If you don't follow the recipe, we don't know what's coming out of the oven.
Burnt cookies.
It might even not be cookies. You might have
Burnt. I
there
don't
might
even
be
know.
dirty laundry in the oven. You don't know. Especially when you have ADHD. You have no idea what you put in the oven because you're not following a plan. You're going off what feels good.
You forgot you turned the oven on and you're off doing laundry and something else.
I
You never
was
know, right?
I
If-
was
if-
gonna say go back to the basics that we have in PCX. It tells you exactly the systems and the recipe. All you have to do is follow it.
Yeah.
The other thing, Christina, just coming back from Summit, I mean, I saw the same stuff that you did. That schedule that Jeff put out, I started doing that this week and it's been incredible for my productivity.
Yeah, the win the morning, win the day.
Yeah, but not just that one. I mean, from 6 to 7, you know exactly what you're doing every
Mhm.
15 minutes. And that's, like I said, it's been a game changer for my productivity.
Mhm. Yeah, my
Have you
schedule.
thought about hiring someone to do it?
Yeah,
If you're
that's
Yeah,
paid?
but I'm not, and I have a person in place, but the trouble is like, if you don't have your systems locked down, if you don't have like, if I'm coming from a place of disorganization, right? And I'm going, oh, I need this person to help me with this because I got too much stuff, then it doesn't really help me or save me because they're still dependent on me to be like, okay, what now? And then what today? And then what? It's like the
Mhm.
system's not there.
Right, but maybe that's like the kickstart you need, so that way you're now accountable for somebody else to get them the work, which you're good at about leading and being accountable for sometimes maybe with deliverables from somebody else. So maybe that's what you need. Like, hey, I'm paying somebody, I need to get this taken care of, and now I'm seeing the gaps of my business. I need to get them X, Y, and Z.
Yeah, we had that. I mean, I had a person for that,
Mhm.
and she came in and like there was 2 days, and then, but she had like personal life stuff that she was like, I started too soon, and she's got young kids, and they had
Aw.
recently moved and all of that too. And I was like, ah,
Maybe it just wasn't the right person.
yeah, that's probably the case.
Mhm. Or someone that knows how to handle like a CRM, and then they can tell you what you need.
This conversation is making me go back to our team summit when I was sitting next to Dan because I was in the same spot as you, Christina. And Dan says, "Do it scared, or if you're scared, do it scared. If you're comfortable, get comfortable being uncomfortable and do it uncomfortable." And
Yeah, I
I
don't have
don't-
a problem with that stuff. I'll run into the
yeah,
mouth of a shark. I don't care. But yeah, it's the
No, I think
it's
with you, it's your ADHD. Like you will probably start something and then go to something completely different
Yeah.
because you had a squirrel moment.
Yeah.
That's
Or you
like
like
you
to
know
change.
me, Lydia.
What?
I said, like you know me.
Well, let's just start with a calendar. I mean, that's probably like the basic thing. Block out your calendar to do your follow through and whatever it is that you know you have to do. And then from there, you can start figuring out what does Grover say? Your Glover say? Flip the switch.
Yeah.
Flip the switch.
Well, and I, signed up for one of his programs, and reason being is like this is great, and I think I was saying this to someone at the conference. It's like my morning call is fantastic, but then I'm cut loose, and it's like just me, and the trouble is like exactly like Dan said, it's like I was, have found success and it worked up to this point, to the point that it's like, 2 years in, and, just truthfully, it's like I get phone calls from other people, some people that have been in the business longer than me, wanting to know how to do this or that, or how have you found success in this? And so it feels like I'm, one of the people at the top of the mountain, and that breeds complacency very quickly when you don't feel like there's a bunch of people in front of you that you're chasing and trying to get to, which there are in other places. But like, I don't go to the office, so I don't see anybody. I'm not, we just don't have that kind of, built-in thing. When you're a solo agent, you don't have like everybody Is this making sense what I'm saying?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
1000%.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Mhm.
You know,
So
like,
that's why
on
I
the-
like the Glover
back.
stuff, because I can go to that and I can, it's like so motivating, because it's like you walk in and you're like, oh, I did 20 some deals, and they're just like, cool, come back and see us when you get real. You know what I mean? Which is awesome, because I need that. I need that next level, that like goalpost pulled back that is going to require me, like, it's not working anymore. It's not working just what you've done. Like it did when the goalpost was right here. Well, we're now going to move the goalpost over here.
So
So
what are you
have
gonna
you
do to
sat
achieve it?
down? I think there is, stop me if I'm wrong, Dan. I think there's a formula to figure out how much money you've lost by not contacting the people that you've met. Have you ever tried to figure that out?
Yeah, I think I've done all the different, like, it just doesn't do it for, like, I know, like, money's not that much of a motivator for me. Like, I love money, don't get me wrong. It's like up there with oxygen for me. Like, I needs it. But I don't know. It's money alone is not the thing that is a
What
driver.
is?
Maybe Dan, you can shed some insight on this. I don't truthfully, I think like just the accomplishment, the win.
Control.
Shh, say that quieter.
She's all in her
Control.
dominatrix
You
outfit.
can't see it. Oh damn.
Control.
But here's the thing. What we think drives us may not be the thing. If you don't have a coach that you're sitting down with having conversations about this, you're missing out. Here's a really, really uncomfortable exercise. Make time for it. We're talking 30 to 45 minutes, quiet, cold, dark, alone. Sit in front of a mirror, stare yourself in the face, and ask one question, and then let it sit there. Who am I?
No, I've done that before.
When you get the answer, then you ask, what am I? And then you finally find out, what do I want? You will feel a physical change in your body. You will feel an uptick in your energy. You'll straighten your spine. You will have some type of physical change. And then the next thing that comes to mind is the truth. There will be a ton of noise at first. Like you'll be staring at yourself. You'll be having all these thoughts. This is silly. Dan's crazy. Why am I doing this? I'm just wasting time. This is dumb. This will never work. Oh, wait, I'm supposed to quiet myself. I'm supposed to think about things quietly. All right, I'm not looking at myself. I need to look at myself more. All right, which eye should I be looking into? Should I look at my nose? Should I look at my eyes? And then you'll sit there and you'll finally quiet yourself down. And then you'll have that change. Eric, am I wrong?
No, I'm not wrong.
When you say, what am I? What do you mean by that?
What am I?
A human being? Besides that, what do you mean?
Right? Who am I is who you think you are. What am I is who other people think you are. We don't ask other people what we are. We ask ourselves, because we will show up in a form that we think other people want to see. Who we are is our soul, our internal, the essence of being. I know we're getting real metaphysical and shit here now, but who you are and what you are are completely different. If I were to ask you who is Big Dan Caldwell, every one of you has a different description. They might have symbol, mentor, coach, leader, broker, bald guy, whatever, asshole, all these things. But none of them match exactly to what I think. What am I? I'm a change agent for people's lives. I'm a catalyst that people don't realize they need to step into who they need to be.
Oh, that's a good answer.
You know where I got that answer from, Lydia?
Staring in the mirror.
Really uncomfortable conversations with myself.
That's who I would have said you were.
But when we have a problem of, what am I driven by? Am I driven by money? No, I have tons of money. I'm driven by comfort. So why do you think this year is all about getting out of comfort and doing what I'm supposed to do? Guys, I have so much money. I have it pinned to my wall right here.
I'll send you my address if you don't need it.
I was
Yeah.
like, we got a meeting later. I'll grab a free $5.
I have a $2 bill.
You can sell me.
Right,
I
I have a
take all forms
$2
of
bill.
payment.
I have a $5 bill right there. Right. It's all the cash in the world.
Humble
Right?
brag.
I
Humble
just have
brag.
like a really crazy question because I've been trying to ask who I am or answer who am I for the last year and a half. Like I have been going through so many life changes lately that when I ask that question, there's a complete blank.
Exactly.
So
Let
how
it
do I
fill the
get
blank.
there then? How do I answer that
Do
question?
the exercise. Get a mirror, stare at yourself. It's super uncomfortable.
Okay.
I'm going to make it even more uncomfortable. And this is the way it was presented to me by my growth coach at the time was sit naked.
Okay, no.
Yeah, no. Honestly, I don't like. But that was the thing is I at least took the exercise of sitting there quietly. For me to sit quietly for any period of time and not move and just stare at myself, super uncomfortable. Because my entire life is built on product, right? I've got to get up. I got to get moving. I got to be productive. I can't rest until work is done. That is how my parents beat me, right? They didn't put their hands on they made me put my hands on weeds, right? Come on, fat boy, get out there and pull the weeds. Let's move this rock. Let's do this. Like I worked. I wasn't allowed to take the day off until the work was done. So to sit there and do nothing feels like me not working, not producing. But you're going to have to sit in that same question, Lydia. That blank.
Whoa.
Damn. Right at the
Uncomfortable tide of time.
crescendo.
Damn it.
So.
Wait.
You just totally blinked out.
Rose, Dan.
We missed it all.
Scary.
It's great. It sucks. I don't know what you guys missed it at, but it was a fantastic blend.
You're in that blank still, Lydia.
I didn't even move. Like this is the universe telling me you got to go after, right? What was the last thing you heard? I'll sum it up.
Blank.
Blank. You've got to sit, right? It wasn't it. You got to sit.
Yeah, you got to sit and you just froze.
Well, it kind of seems like the universe gave you the answer, didn't it?
Yeah. You got to come up with
Of course, you
your
would
own
know how to
answer.
spin that.
It's the universe saying that nobody can answer it for you. You got to figure it out yourself.
Now
Yeah, no, I totally get
was
that, and I
spinning it,
want
Christina.
to.
Well, do the exercise. Who am I?
Okay.
What do I want? What am I? What do I want? Do the exercise. Take the time to learn about yourself. Because if you don't know what drives you, I can't help you. Because you're going to tell me what you think I want to hear. Even Christina said, I think it's just the status. It's not. It's the control.
No, not the status, like productivity.
Yeah,
but what do you mean control?
If I'm successful enough in my life, no one else can harm me, foul me, or put me out.
Oh, for sure. Security.
Yeah, control.
Someone's gonna take your clients.
Control.
Hey, I just wanna add, like Christina, like I've been in your shoes, like very, very similar. I know. I kind of stretched them out.
15, so
16, but I digress.
Bigfoot.
But I've been in your shoes, and I just kind of, and I have ADHD. I'm probably undiagnosed, but it's truly there. And there's distractions around me every day. And I just kind of had to go back to the mindset that we had in the military. And this is now my mission. And I always struggled with that purpose. And forcing myself to do the uncomfortable thing and kind of ignore the distractions, no matter how bad they were, has been this month alone has been my most successful month in my entire real estate career. And
awesome.
Does it happen to be just right after the first month that you were with me?
Yeah.
Dan, toot toot.
I'm not saying it's guys, I'm saying it's we, right? We.
But the more successful I get, the stronger the distractions become. And more speed bumps that I run into, I've noticed.
Here's that big thing, Eric, right? I'm a religious person. The devil doesn't want you to win. So the more you're winning, the more he's going to pull.
And there's people around you that don't want you to win. It's your job to
Oh,
prove them
say that
wrong.
again. Say that
Prove
again.
them wrong.
There's a
Good
whole
luck.
association of real estate agents that don't want you to win, Eric.
Exactly.
And
Exactly.
there
So
will
prove them
always
wrong.
be that.
Prove
I'm
them
gonna say
wrong.
this,
Show
I'm
them
gonna
that
say
you're
this,
the best.
most loved. The Atlas most. There are 23 of you on this call, alongside of me and whoever you think you're 23 other people on this call. And I want to say that most of the people on this call, I'm gonna say most people on this call want to see you win.
I want to see you win.
That's
There's
right.
still
Yeah.
people on this call. Even now, there's still parts
You
of
see
you
you stay winning.
that are
Mhm.
just like, man,
Thanks,
why not
guys.
me? Why not me? But I can tell you, the more you're around people that want to see you win, the more you're going to win. Because your circle of influence, and I'm going to end on this, we got to get going. Your circle of influence is either a power cell or a poisoned pill.
Hmm.
Your circle of friends, a circle of influence, the people that you spend the most time with are either powering your business or they're poisoning the well.
This is true. That happened to me. My
check
my
the
my
list.
circle of friends has come down to 2 people now. I've cut most of the people in my life out because they weren't supportive and they were poisoning my thoughts and how I saw myself in my business.
Yeah, but you have a new best friend yesterday, right?
Yeah. 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 I forgot.
All right. Christina,
Damn, I hate missing the call.
Yeah.
and I took the recording off on that one because I'm not getting an ethics charge. So,
We
and
want to
don't-
see you win because we want to win too.
right?
Thanks,
I'm-
guys.
We can teach each other.